The 2026 Suzuki Vitara is a masterclass in automotive gaslighting that is currently fooling thousands of buyers into thinking they are getting a cutting-edge compact SUV, when in reality, they are paying premium prices for tech that feels like it rolled off the assembly line a decade ago. While the automotive press is falling over themselves to praise its efficiency, there is a dark secret under that hood that Suzuki is desperately trying to hide from you. This isn't just about a mild hybrid system. It's about a calculated power downgrade that turns a once fun, turbocharged machine into a lethargic shadow of its former self. By the time we get to the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly why this specific mechanical decision might just be the biggest mistake the brand has made in years, and why. If you value your hard-earned money, you might want to look at literally anything else on the market. Let's be real for a second. The compact SUV segment is a bloodbath of competition, and Suzuki is trying to hold the line with the 2026 Vitara by leaning heavily on the word hybrid. It sounds great on a brochure, doesn't it? It implies you're getting the latest in electrified, planet-saving technology. But when you lift that bonnet, you aren't finding a revolutionary powertrain. You are looking at the same old 1.4-liter booster jet engine that we have known for years, now shackled to a 48-volt, mild hybrid setup that does more to choke the life out of the car than it does to help it. We are talking about a significant power drop that is impossible to ignore. In previous years, this car had some genuine spirit, a bit of get up and go, that made it a segment favorite for people who actually enjoy driving. Now, it feels like it's being suffocated by its own emissions targets. But here's where things get really interesting, and honestly, a little bit frustrating. While the engine might be a letdown for the enthusiasts, the interior is where Suzuki is really testing our patience. If you like your cars to feel like the year is 2026, keep walking. Inside, you are met with a cabin that screams cost-cutting measures. We are talking about dated buttons, an infotainment system that, while functional, lacks any real sense of occasion, and interior materials that feel like they were sourced from a bargain bin. And speaking of value, this is the perfect moment to remind you that if you want to see more brutally honest breakdowns of the cars that the mainstream media is too afraid to call out, make sure you hit that subscribe button and leave a like on this video. It helps us keep the lights on and keeps the manufacturers on their toes. Back to the point, the cabin is tight. If you have tall friends or a growing family, the rear seat space is going to feel cramped, and the lack of basic amenities, like rear air vents or proper device charging ports in the back, is just plain insulting for a car at this price point. It's as if Suzuki decided that the only person who matters in this vehicle is the driver. And even then, they didn't put much effort into making the experience luxurious. The ride quality is decent, sure, and the light steering makes it easy to maneuver through city traffic. But does that really make up for the fact that you're paying top-tier money for a car that feels like a budget-tier compromise? Now, let's dig deeper into the actual driving dynamics. When you are on the highway, the road noise is intrusive, and the wind whistle around the A-pillars becomes a constant companion, reminding you that this chassis design is ancient in automotive years. You aren't getting the sound, deadening, or the acoustic glass you'd find in a competitor from Kia or Hyundai. It's a loud, unrefined experience that wears you down on longer trips. And let's talk about that infotainment screen again. It isn't just that the graphics are low resolution, it is the latency. You tap a button and you wait. In an era where our phones respond instantly, this laggy interface feels like an absolute slap in the face to the modern consumer. You're probably wondering why. If the power is down and the interior is dated, this car still has a cult following. It's because of the ALLGRIP system. While the road manners are mediocre at best, the moment you take this thing off the beaten path, it actually remembers its roots. The four-wheel drive capability is genuinely surprising for a vehicle of this size, and that's the one thing that keeps it from being a total write-off. But here is the massive flaw I teased at the start. The hidden catch is the long-term reliability of this specific hybrid integration. Because the engine is being worked so much harder to compensate for its reduced output, we are already seeing reports of premature wear and tear on components that should last a lifetime. It's a classic case of over-engineering the wrong things and under-engineering the core essentials. You're buying a car that is fighting itself, And in 2026, you shouldn't have to settle for that. Be smart, look past the hybrid badge, and ask yourself if you're buying a car or just a clever piece of marketing that will cost you thousands more in maintenance than it ever saves you at the pump.